my dad ran the house with an iron fist, and you know, you're only spoken to, and that's when you can speak, is when you're spoken to. Yeah. And if not, you get the five brothers, is what my dad called it, which was like a swift backhand and a beatdown. And so very quickly you become very agreeable and docile and passive, etc. And I remember how much I hated being that way, but it was almost literally beaten into me, right? And so then you grow up and you are agreeable with people, and you agree to things that you don't really even want to agree with. Like, hey, let's go do this. Like, oh, all right. But you just don't want to say, no, I'd rather stay home and get rest. And so I grew up that way. And at some point, I realized that I could actually have boundaries, that I could have my own expectations. And so that's where this guy is now. He realizes, hey, I can have my own boundaries. I can have my own expectations. I don't have to agree with everyone, and that's okay. And quite honestly, people actually respect you if you go, hey, I appreciate the invite, but no, or I appreciate that, but no, thank you, not interested. And so how do you unlearn that? By doing the things that a good man does. One, have your core values. Like, what are your core values? Like, what are non-negotiables for you? What will you not do? Like, for me, I just won't drink anymore. On November 12th of last year, I stopped drinking, even social drinking, and I just won't drink anymore. So the old me, if I had said, yeah, I stopped drinking, but then you're like, hey, B, let's go out there and grab a beer or two. I'm like, fine, whatever, you know, no big deal, right? The old me who was agreeable would have said that. Now it's like, it's part of my core values. I don't drink. I don't smoke weed. I don't eat after 7 p.m. Like, I have core values. Like, those core values determine what I do and what I don't do. And so everything is filtered through my core values, number one. Number two, this person needs to now, one, set his core values, two, set his non-negotiables, like, and then number three, start getting mentally tough. When you're mentally tough, you begin to create this barrier around your mind and your heart where people can't force you to do anything. And so the way you get mentally tough is by doing hard stuff. So I would recommend he go to bedroskeulian.com/challenge, do that marathon challenge, the free 6-week marathon training, and at the end of it, run that marathon. Like, I created that to create men who want to be mentally tough. Go do jujitsu, go learn boxing, learn how to work on a car, do the things, like go on long hikes, like learn how to start a fire, like truly all these things that would build confidence, that would build capability, that plus core values, non-negotiables, will turn that guy from a agreeable, passive-aggressive person to a confident, good man who's got his non-negotiables that he lives by. It's a real simple thing. It's all learned behavior. We're just little recording devices. Right. And ever since babies, we begin to record. The problem is we forget that once we become adults, typically like in our 20s and beyond, no one's adding more content to our recording anymore, which now it's up to us. Yeah. What can I delete? And what new stuff can I add to make me a different type of person? And that's what I talk about when I say, like, take the pen back and start rewriting your story of how the rest of your life looks and how the 2.0 version of your looks. Like, that's really it.